Hello, Oracles. Well, one of the things that I like to do on a monthly basis is be transparent with all of you with all of my income that comes in, where I invest that, and what my expenses are. For all of my members and patrons, they get to see these updates on a weekly basis. But for you guys, I still want to share that with you to show you that this is what I have coming in. This is how I'm investing that money. You guys can see that I am practicing what I preach, and that's why I want to do this for you guys. None of this is financial advice. This is just something that I am doing for my own finances. And if it's something that you guys think that could benefit you, you can by all means follow along. And this is something that I do on the side as well. So if anyone out there has any questions as to what they can do for their own finances, I'm not a financial advisor, but I have gotten myself within a 5 year period from $75,000 in debt to now a six-figure net worth. And so that is something I can share my wisdom with you guys on and some of the things that I did along the way to get there. So if you are interested, you could check that out on my website and sign yourself up for a block of time to be able to sit down and chat with me to discuss all of that. So otherwise, I'm going to get into today and share with you guys this past month how we have done. And I got to tell you, it's been one heck of a month. Tesla's doing very well. Net worth is over six figures now, putting on almost $16,000 of net worth this year alone already. We will get into those numbers in just a minute. All right, so this is the spreadsheet that I have created for myself to track all of my expenses, income, and investments. So over here, I break down all of the different sources of income that I have. So from my full-time job in January, I made $3,850. For YouTube, I made $1,262. Thank you guys all so much for your support. Without you guys, this would not be possible. So I really, truly appreciate you guys watching and sharing all of my videos. And this YouTube income also includes the members that are over there. So thank you to all of my YouTube members. Patreon, I made $31.85 last month. So thank you to all of my patrons. And then freebies, I pulled in $109.51. Now, freebies over here, as I denote, freebies include dividends, CDs, and cash back on my credit cards. So I've got about $20,000 in CDs right now that are making about 4% interest, way better than sitting in savings. Dividends, I am adding some more to my QYLD, my JEPQ, and my JEPI positions. So I'm getting some decent dividends from there. And then my credit cards, I have SoFi and my American Express business card. My Amex business card, I'm getting 5% back on my phone bill. So since my phone bill is almost $100, that's almost $5 a month right there. And then for SoFi, I get 2% back for everything that I spend. And I could take that and I can save it for cash. I can use it on paying off my credit card bill. I can invest that money. So from all of that, considering it's me basically doing absolutely nothing, straight passive income, of $109, I will take it. And so now over the course of the month, I also had my investments. And so I put savings as an investment because I am using my savings to A, put it into CDs right now, and B, I'm going to be using that in the future for purchasing a house. So my savings, I put $1,000 away into savings. Stocks, I invested $600 of that. I put $500 into my IRA. I put $152 into crypto. And then I also have another small 401k outside of my job's 401k. And I put $25 a month into that. So that 401k got another $25 into it. And so now these investments do not include my HSA account or my work 401k because all of these numbers here are post tax. So all of this stuff is what I actually take home. There's a lot of other income that I have coming in from my full-time job. I pay child support. I have money that goes straight into my HSA, straight into my 401k, and it doesn't include all the taxes that the government is taking from me. Thank you, government, for taking a majority of my money. So so this is all just take-home money that I'm using. And so this is where all of my take-home money goes when it goes to investments. And now when it comes to the expenses, my son, obviously number one priority, all the different things we're doing, $803.77 for him. Now I did buy some tickets to a baseball game, to the Yankees game that's coming up this spring. So that was included in that. So that was a little bit over budget there. And you guys will see on the next slide what I have for my budget. I actually did a full P&L breakdown for what I will have for the year. It's a great way to track expenses to be able to see where you're going and making sure you're staying in line. When it comes to the gym, which I'm currently not using, I'm sorry to admit I need to get back there, but that is almost $11 a month. Gas for me is $175. I did just order my Tesla yesterday. Again, the original one did finally get canceled. So now I have this Tesla coming in. And judging by the numbers, I should be saving probably about $100 a month or so on gas. So not huge. It's not going to, be able to change the world for me, but it's going to make a difference. And this way I will be able to put electricity on there differently than I have gas. I also have my life insurance outside of my job. That is $42. Groceries for me last month were $493. Car insurance was a big one as well. I paid for my car insurance, I switched providers, and I paid for it for the entire year versus for just a monthly basis, which I had never done before. So saving money in the long run over the course of the year is going to pay off. So that was a huge chunk right there, but I will not see any car insurance bills coming for the rest of the year. My phone again is $96 and I get 5% of that back. My electric bill was $80. Internet was 46. Entertainment, that's $315. That is going out for different places, doing different things with friends that do not include my son. YouTube expense, and as I've shared with you guys, the majority of the money that I make from YouTube is going back into the channel, whether it's going to be for paying for my brand manager and marketing manager, paying for equipment for the studio, paying for the different software programs that I use for editing. It goes back into the business so I continue growing it and provide better content for you guys. Beachbody expense, I am a Beachbody coach, so I do get some of the pre-workout from them despite the fact that I'm not going to the gym. This is my incentive to keep on going back, so I will not cancel this because I do need to take care of my health. That is very important. So I need to get back to there, but my pre-workout was $46. This year I've not updated. This is actually just other should not be dad. So other expenses, just random stuff that was unexpected, like an oil change for my car. That was $74. And then my rent, which is $825. So overall, my total income was $5,255. Of that, I invested $2,277. And then I had expenses of $4,607. So my total cash flow for the month was negative $1,600. There was a bonus that I was supposed to get from my job, which I did not get last month. I'm anticipating getting part of it. I found out I'm not going to get the full bonus, but I should be getting part of it this month. Again, it's a bonus. I don't bank on it, but because of all the extra expenses I had last month, I ended up being in the negative. Now, my hourly wage down here, I break down one of the things that Warren Buffett has said that you want to learn how to earn money while you're sleeping. The only way to do that is with passive income. So for me, I actually broke down all of my income that I make based upon every single hour in the month. So if you can see here, the formula is breaking down by 744 hours. So based upon the 744 hours that we had in January, I made $7.06 per hour that I was actually alive during the month of January. Although it was a rough month and there were some days I definitely did not feel alive. And so here is my new profit and loss statement that I have created for myself. So this is basically breaking down everything we just saw on that other chart, but just with less details. So we can see all of the money that I have brought in. We can see all of my investments. We can break down all of the expenses. And on here, I did add my 401k and my HSA. So we can see here at the end of the month, my free cash flow, again, negative $1,647. Based upon the full year, that would put me at a negative cash flow for the year. So I need to work on fixing that. But a lot of that is because of the fact that I put expenses for the year in January and a lot of them can come out. So when we look here, like my car insurance, that $90 every single month is going to end up being zero. But I budgeted out for $90 a month. So I will update that at the end of every single month. Gas here, I have it going up and down depending on how long the month is, but I've been coming under. And if I get my Tesla in March or April, which is when the time frame is, that will then drop significantly and it'll go to my electric versus up here in gas. So I don't know. I think at this point, I'm going to break out the electric and from what I'm going to have for charging my vehicle because I can't charge it at home. So I will still continue to break that out so I can monitor and really compare the difference in the two. But now at the same time, at that time, for my Tesla, I did not budget anything because I was not planning on buying the vehicle this year. So whatever that monthly payment ends up being will come in and be an extra expense. So that will be outside of the normal budget that I had created for myself. So again, for me, this is just a great way to break it down. This is one of the things that I excel at. I have been a retail manager for over 15 years. So reading and creating P&Ls are something that I have a lot of experience with. And so I figured creating one for my own personal budget made a whole lot of sense because now I can track myself and really help see where I am at when it comes to expenses, when I have income, and how I can really kind of guide that along the way to improve my net worth. And so then the last thing I track is my millionaire status. This is where I'm tracking to see what my net worth actually is. And I'm tracking it because I've got a goal. I want to see when I am going to become a millionaire. And obviously, this fluctuates. We've seen it go up and down significantly because a significant portion of my net worth is in the market. So we are going to see that fluctuate significantly. So for the month of January, I saw a significant climb. So I saw up and down for the year. I am up almost $16,000 on my net worth. I was up $2,900 at the end of last week. It was kind of the middle of the month, but I'm considering this the end of the month. So, because of investing and dollar cost averaging and lowering cost basis, when we do see runs in the market, it brings down my millionaire date significantly. So, previously, just at the beginning of the year, November 10th of 2028 was when I was slated to become a millionaire. Now that is July 28th of 2028, bumping it up by almost 5 months. So, this is the power of dollar cost averaging. And so looking at everything overall, my portfolio is now worth $15,661. My 401k has $47,647. My 401k outside of my job has just over 3,000. My Roth IRA has 11,103. My HSA, which is my health savings account, that has $6,219. And then again, my savings has $2,528, and that is generating some decent income for me with my CDs. And so overall, it was a great month to start the year. Again, up almost $16,000 on my net worth. I officially finally hit that six-figure net worth level. So excited about that. But I am well aware that if we get a pullback in the stock market, I could drop below that as well. But this is another reason why I'm putting a significant chunk of money into cash, because I do have cash in my portfolio as well, which is about 6%. And I am looking to get a spreadsheet created for you guys that breaks down what I do have invested. And I'll be able to share that with you on here as well. And all members and patrons will get my updates on a weekly basis, but I will add that to this video on a monthly basis for all of you guys. So again, this video for me is just an educational tool for you guys to show you this is me being transparent, showing you that this is what I am doing. If you think it's something that can benefit you, you are more than welcome to take a look at it and see, if maybe tracking it, just tracking your expenses, tracking your income is always beneficial, especially if you're trying to get out of debt. Or for those of you who are younger and trying to prevent yourself from getting into debt, this is even more important because what the problem was is for me and a lot of others out there, you go through your 20s, maybe early 30s, and you're spending a lot of money on things that you think you want or need, houses, vehicles, whatever it is. You don't curb your spending all that well. Now, all of a sudden, you're deep in debt, and you've got to now take the next 10 years or so to dig yourself out of that debt. Some people, depending on how deep of a hole they dug themselves, might not ever be able to get out of it, depending on what they have for income. So, trying to prevent that from happening in the first place is huge. If I could go back to my early 20s and not do the spending that I did, I could easily be a multimillionaire right now because time, when it comes to investing and everything else, is really going to be on your side. So, starting now is not a bad thing, but I had to start my journey by getting out of debt. Now I can build on top of that. So, if you're younger and you can prevent yourself from getting into that debt hole initially, that's going to save you a lot of time and you'll be able to get to your mid 30s and early 40s and potentially have millions of dollars as a net worth for you guys to be able to live life how you want to live it. So for me, that's all about the financial freedom. And again, I do have that available if you want to check out my website, oracleinvestments.com. You can sign yourself up for an appointment there, schedule some time with me, and I'll be able to go over that with you guys, bounce some ideas. Again, not financial advice. I'm just giving you guys some wisdom from my experience and some tips that can help you get yourself out of debt or prevent debt and invest yourself in the future to be able to get yourself financially free a lot sooner. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.